What's going on, guys? My name's Sam, or WitWikiTK, and this is episode 1 of my new series called Keep It Chemming. And this series is going to be all about giving you guys tips for getting chem gameplays, good class setups for getting chems, and the best or easiest strategies for getting chem strikes. I'll probably be referring to the chem as the KEM or the chem strike or the KEM strike or chem gameplay, all of the above. It's all the same thing. Now, obviously, you can get the chem strike in a care package on certain maps, but this series is going to be focusing on the 25 gun streak. So this gameplay is the new game type Blitz on the map Freight, and I'm using the Honey Badger assault rifle. As you can see, I have the entire class setup over on the right hand side of the border and the chemming countdown on the bottom. I always like to talk about the class setup, so I like to have it in the border so you guys can check it out as I talk about it, especially now with everybody still trying to figure out the best class setups and learn what they like the best. And like I said, the class in this gameplay is the Honey Badger with the Specialist Strike package, and if you haven't used the Honey Badger yet, it absolutely wrecks in this game, which makes sense because Honey Badger don't care. Of course, it poops all over people in this game. So if you're not aware, Blitz is a new game type in Ghosts, which has 2 portals, one on each side of the map and one for each team. The objective is to run into the enemy's portal on the other side of the map, and the first team to 16 captures wins the game. And when you run into the enemy's portal, you'll get teleported back to your portal or your side of the map where you originally spawned. Blitz is also a round-based game mode, so no matter what, both teams will get the chance to play on both sides of the map. Each round is 5 minutes long, but can end sooner if a team reaches 8 captures in the first round. Then obviously, if a team reaches 16 captures in the second round, that'll win the game. Blitz is definitely a great game mode for getting chems. I was able to get 3 chems last night in Blitz in a short period of time. I think I played for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Obviously, the game is still very new, and I'm sure there are a lot of other great strategies for getting chems. In fact, the next episode in this series is going to have a free-for-all gameplay because that has been a very effective game mode for me getting chems so far as well. But what I like about Blitz is that it is very similar to Demolition in the sense that the 2 different teams are always spawning in opposite sides of the map. And as far as I can tell, these spawns will not flip, which is awesome because it seems like in any other game mode, both teams can and will spawn in the exact same spawn at the exact same time at any given point. But in Blitz, you can actually get a kind of a spawn trap going. Also, you can more or less control the game. I was playing with one of my buddies and then a couple of his buddies in this gameplay. There was one random as well. But I'm pretty sure we're all running Specialist, and then, I don't know, there might have been one guy running Assault. Nobody was running Support, though, and we were actually able to make the game last the full 10 minutes and easily get the victory. And then another thing that is cool about Blitz is that you can run up into the enemy portal area, get a bunch of kills, start spawn killing them, go crazy, and then if things get too hectic or you start taking too much damage, you can just jump through that portal and get teleported to safety, which I actually did at one point in this gameplay. Now, when I got my 25th kill and the KEM strike popped up on my screen, I was actually a bit surprised, and I wasn't aware that I was really on that good of a kill streak. I think part of that had to do with the fact that the little banners that pop up just below the minimap to indicate what kind of a streak you're on, I think it pops up every 5 kills. For some reason, in Blitz, those are reset at the start of the second round, even if you are already on a kill streak. So I believe it said I was on like a 15 kill streak, and then like 2 kills later, I got the chem. So that's part of what probably kind of threw me off there. That's something to look out for if you are playing Blitz. Now finally, before this gameplay wraps up, I want to talk about a few things in this class setup because at this point in time, setting up the right class and figuring out the best perk combos is a huge part in successfully getting a KEM in Call of Duty Ghosts. So the Honey Badger has an integrated silencer, which is really cool, and that means I can add 2 other attachments besides the silencer to the Honey Badger. So I decided to go with the grip to give me better accuracy and then extended mags because the iron sights are fairly good on the Honey Badger, and that also allowed me to leave the sleight of hand perk out of my starting perks, which are Quick Draw, Dead Silence, Amplify, Focus, and On the Go. The sound in this game is very useful and footsteps are very loud, plus it seems like more and more people are using headsets these days, so Dead Silence is almost a must for me, especially when I'm rushing around, and then pairing that with Amplify makes sound honing a very valuable tool. Then personally, I think Focus and Ready Up are just as useful as Toughness and Dexterity were in Black Ops 2. Those perks are basically the same thing. Focus gives you less flinch when shot, and Ready Up makes your weapon available faster after sprinting. Then for my Specialist perks, I have Scavenger for the obvious reason, Sleight of Hand, and then ICU. Then last but not least, I have Stalker and Deadeye as my Specialist bonus. Stalker is a great perk in Ghost, just like all the previous games that have had a Stalker-like ability, but it does cost 3 points, which is why I left it out until the Specialist bonus. And for the same reason, I have Deadeye, which is the highest costing perk in the game at 5 points. As you can see in the gameplay, I just called in the Chem Strike, and of course, somebody, actually most of the teammate or the enemies leave the game, do a little host migration. I end up getting a double kill with it, but I'll leave some of the gameplay on here afterwards. You guys can see they added the new kind of orangish yellowish blur after you call in a KEM. Now, along with this I Just Chem series, I'll be starting a KEM quick tip series as well on my channel, and I'm going to be breaking down and really just kind of explaining how the Deadeye perk works in the first episode of that series, since we did run out of time in this gameplay. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. There's going to be a link in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this in the future. I'm really enjoying this game right now, and I have a boatload of ideas for more videos in this series. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the final scoreboard for this gameplay. I believe it was 54-4. That's everything I have for you guys today. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Roll out. We'll be right back.